Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Pacers last season traded their all-star big man, Domantas Sabonis, for rising point guard Tyrese Halliburton. He says, as a Midwesterner, my family is happy to have me close to home. But it's about winning. The Pacers have been in the playoffs routinely my entire life. This is a franchise that knows what it takes. Kevin?
I like that perspective. Thanks, DA. Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. And for Indiana, the guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Miles Turner out there with Nesmith. And it's Hield in at the small forward.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94. When I was with the Knicks, I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Now here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Now, Green, after the missed three from Buddy Hield. Smith, no good. Now, here's Nesmith, guarded by Green. Now, here is Halliburton. He had 15 points last outing. Hield, the pass to Turner. Shot clock at 5, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping them in front.
That's good from Green. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The first ever pick out of the G League Ignite, Jalen Green created his own pathway to the NBA, selected second overall in 2021.
Now, here is Halliburton. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
That's good from Halliburton. At this late stage of the season, how hard is it, Greg, for teams not to look ahead to the playoffs and the postseason at this point?
Kevin, just about impossible. I mean, if you're already in position, the trap you can't fall into is easing up down the stretch and backpedaling into the postseason.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And here is Green. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. screen by Smith. Green kicks to Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Halliburton. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Healed bounce pass. And there's the pass to Turner. Here's Duarte. There's the steal. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
And something that's already interesting about Jabari Smith is his versatility, scoring from beyond the arc or at the mid-range. He can get points a number of ways.
The free throw drops for Smith. And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range. So great bloodlines.
And so he makes both from the line.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Green against Halliburton. Yeah, the step back. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Martin against Hield. Turner with a screen on Martin. Hield can't hit. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Martin against Hield. Here's Şengün. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Halliburton. Hield, the pass to Turner. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Here's Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got his second basket of the night.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Hield, the pass to Duarte. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
Now here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Let me tell you this, if you've got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Green against Halliburton. Turner with the screen. And there's the drive, and he comes up with the deuce. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden and Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right play. And it's Green with the jam.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there, straight power. Here's Duarte, the Rockets making the shot. Pass to Hield. Now Halliburton. Lets a floater go. Chalk up 2 there. Halliburton's got 6.
Oh, give it to Halliburton. He knows when to force the issue and when to just take what the defense provides.
Here's Green. He's got 10. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Green.
Assist from
6 points so far for Jabari Smith.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton outside. Passes Duarte. Hield against Martin. Shot from free throw range. Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Goes back up. They kick it out to Green. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And the Rockets making a change here.
substitution on the court.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. McConnell finds Turner. Here's Nwora. And the pass to McConnell. Turner with the screen for McConnell. Tipped away. And here we go. A nice shot by Garuba. And the Rockets lead by 4.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Mathurin.
Rockets
We saw him with 19 points his last out, and the call will be against Jabari Smith.
Third team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Rockets substitution.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in. And the Pacers with possession here. And it's Mathurin missing. Now Washington. This game he had 10 points. Pass to Tate. Back to Washington. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Washington.
And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
This is it to Mathurin. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin, gets him to the rim in a blink.
Rockets leading by 5. Here's Washington. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Christopher. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Mathurin. Turner with the screen. Driving in. The pass to Nembhard. Drills it from outside.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Washington against McConnell. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And so here is Houston. Here's Christopher. Pass to Garuba. Washington with it. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Here's Mathurin. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. It's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Houston in the lead. Now, here's Washington. Passes to Tate.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Lays it up off the glass.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Turner with a screen on Washington. Here's the floater. And Turner with the lay-in. Turner's got 10 points in the game.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
Turner's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. And here is Washington. Tate in the post. 6 on the shot clock. Fades. He can't get that one to fall. And Indiana will come the other way. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got his second bucket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets? Pacers trail by 4. Now McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Mathurin. Tate covering. Mathurin, good.
Mathurin, a big guard who doesn't back away from any challenges.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Christopher. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Houston foul.
Brissett has checked in for the Pacers. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Kaminsky's checked in. McConnell scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night. Washington with it. Here's Tate. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for the Indiana Pacers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana? Indiana leading. So on the floor for Houston. Smith is out there with Martin. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Washington in at the shooting guard. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. You played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Green. Kaminsky is screen on Halliburton. Green. And he dunks it right in. Right on Buddy Hield. Oh, man.
This is a smart play by Green. Getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Halliburton passes to Nemhard. With the teardrop.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Green. Knocked loose. Halliburton with the steal. And with an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. And so here is Indiana. The Rockets making the shot. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Hield with the bucket.
Well executed play. Anytime you can get Hield something in rhythm off the catch, you have done your job.
Kaminsky kicks to Smith. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Halliburton following the score by Houston. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Rockets trail by 5. Martin with the screen for Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Green's got 7 now in this quarter. And here's Halliburton. He's got 9. Hield outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Hield's got 5 points so far.
It's not really Buddy's preferred area, but good on him for not overlooking that mid-range opportunity.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Pacers leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Halliburton outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
And so here is Houston. Now Green. He's got 17. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Magic in Orlando. Here's Brissett, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Pacers shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Kaminsky. And he makes both free throws. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Green. He's got 17. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. The rebound by Turner.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Rockets trail by 7. Smith the pass to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Green's got 19 points.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Hield with it. He's got 5. Turner with a screen on Washington. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of 3s, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all around here.
Chris Duarte's checked in for Brissett.
1 shot.
That's good from Halliburton.
And back in college, Halliburton was impressive, but he doesn't seem content to rest on past achievements. He's always trying to take his game to new heights.
The drive by Green in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pacers leading by 6. Hield outside. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got 8.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the roll.
Green kicks to Smith. Outside Green. They set the pick from downtown. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Indiana moving the ball over. Turner with a screen for Hield. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Smith scanning the floor. Green left side. Smith outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And a guy who hit 44% from 3 in college, Smith is an elite outside shooter.
Indiana's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3 ball well. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Martin with the screen for Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Hield the pass to Halliburton. Back to heel. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Love the response there from Hill, matching threes.
Now, here's Washington. Smith sets the pick for Washington. Nice shot by Smith. He's got 15.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Halliburton. The pass to Turner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Turner.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And here is Washington. Tate the pass to Christopher. And here is Washington. Here we go, one-on-one. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Rockets trail by 11. Washington passes to Christopher. To the inside. Turner with the steal. Pass break. Here we go. And the foul on Chris Duarte. That's his first foul. Let's see some of the numbers here for Miles Turner.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Inside, here's Şengün, and it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Şengün. Passes it to Christopher. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Washington. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Mathurin. One shot.
One shot.
And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
Now, here's Şengün. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Turner. Here's Duarte. From down in the low post, it goes. Duarte's got 6 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. George Hill's checked in for Duarte. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Garuba's checked in. Rockets trail by 18. Now Washington to the middle. Here's Tate. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Jayshawn Tate, talk about positional flexibility. I don't know if you'd call him an oversized guard or an undersized forward.
He even played some center at Ohio State. NBA scouts weren't sure what his position was. He kind of flew underneath the radar, went undrafted, but everybody knows his name now.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers leading by 16. Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Takes it inside, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And strong off the bounce. Mathurin will keep coming. This kid is willing to challenge him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Just a terrific prospect. Mathurin gives this offense so many options, and he has the physical tools to be a great defender.
And so he hits both. Here's Washington. Down low.
2 minutes remaining.
Take the pass to Christopher. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and they get it back. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Christopher's got 5 points.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Pacers leading by 15. The pass to Mathurin. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Turner with the screen. Here's McConnell. It's rebounded by Houston. Tate with the ball. 17 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Back to Washington. Four on the clock. Another shot. Nice jump shot. Good. He has 5.
That's about as good of a look as you're going to get. Nice execution.
Pass to Turner. Here's Mathurin. Tate covering. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Washington. Back to Tate. Intercepted. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And Turner kicks to McConnell. Nwora, the pass to Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Washington.
And we've seen Mathurin become a volume three-point shooter, which is understandable given these results.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the first half?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, one or two untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's check out the top performers for each team.
Two guys clearly battling for the spot, both putting on a show. You just hope it doesn't become an all-hero ball.
Yeah, it's the scoreboard that decides the real winner in the end. That's pretty profound on my part, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Indiana Pacers.
Want to build the big lead? Get yourself to the line. These guys have done it by pushing the action. They've been relentless.
And they're putting the other guys in foul trouble. The game could be over by the end of the third quarter.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Buddy Hield is out there with Neesmith, and it's Turner in at the center position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Martin finds Green. Smith outside. There's the screen to the paint. Deflects the pass. Turner with the steal. Halliburton with it. Now Green defending. Halliburton outside. Halliburton on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Duarte. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Fourth personal foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
At the line, for the Pacers, Chris Duarte, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. And here are the Pacers now. The Rockets making the shot. And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
Outside, Green. Martin with a screen on Halliburton. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Heel. Halliburton passes to Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside, Green. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
One shot.
Free throw good, Green. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Duarte. Off the left rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
They grab their own miss. Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
Rockets trail by 19. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Green. He's got 27. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
For Houston, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pacers leading by 17. Halliburton up top, headed by Green. Halliburton kicks to Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Green passes to Christopher. Now here is Smith. Some nice passing there by Houston. Green finds Smith. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Duarte. Green against Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Duarte. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 20. Green inside. He's covered by Halliburton. The layup missed. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. There's the pass to Duarte. Dishes to Turner. Over Şengün. The shot by Turner no good. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And here is Green. He's got 29 points. Here's Şengün. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers leading by 20.
Şengün is a guy that works ultra hard at his craft. Being a bit undersized at the center position, you know what? That's what you got to do sometimes.
Here's Hield. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 on 12 now.
How about Buddy Hield? He just keeps pouring it in. They should work it to that man every trip down the floor right now.
He lobs it up and finished off by Martin.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now Halliburton. He's got 17. Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does, all due to his work ethic. Plays quick inside and makes the most of his floor time. A couple more years and this dude could be a standout. A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Green taking his time here. Free throw line jump shot. Brissett grabs the miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Hield outside. The baseline J. That one off the back iron and out. Rockets trail by 20. Outside Martin. Smith for 3. The rebound by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Halliburton. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Hield, the pass to Brissett. 6 to shoot. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Halliburton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Smith's got 17 now.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Green. He's got 29 points. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Hield against Martin. Ring shot on the way. Hield can't hit. Rockets trail by 18. Smith kicks to Green. And he uses the glass on the lane. Green's got 31.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Halliburton with it. 19 points in the game. From the low block, connects, the jumper drops. Halliburton's got 21 in the game.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Houston with a big group substitution here.
Let's hear you go wild.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Houston. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Now, here's Washington. 5 points in the game. Kaminsky is screen on McConnell. Washington passes to Kaminsky. He gets that one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pacers leading by 16. to Brissett. Passes it to Mathurin. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Here's Nora. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 16. Garuba the pass to Washington. Pass to Christopher. Over McConnell. And Houston again with the bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
The pass to Mathurin. They set the screen. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Inside. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 points this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Mathurin. He's got 12. And the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
2 minutes remaining in the
Washington against McConnell. Down low. Softly drops in the floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. There's the pick. Here's Mathurin. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Rockets ball.
And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for T.J. McConnell.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here's Christopher. 7 points in the game. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Mathurin following the score by Houston. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
McConnell against Washington. To the middle. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. For the 3. That's a 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Christopher the pass to Kaminsky. Houston moving the ball around. Kaminsky with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Christopher. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to Brissett. McConnell with it. Here's Nembhard. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like a game winner to them.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pacers lead by 14. And we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Hield outside. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Green against Halliburton. Now here's Green. He's tightly guarded. He doesn't hit that one. Indiana leading by 12. Into the lane. Here's Mathurin. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Outside, Green. This is it to Christopher. Green against Halliburton. Basket good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Mathurin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
3rd personal foul.
Jabari Smith picks one up.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Indiana. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Green inside the three-point line.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Pacers leading by 12. Hield outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line, for Indiana, Buddy Hield. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Known as a volume three-point shooter, Hield is effective both as a starter as well as coming off the bench.
Both free throws good from Hield. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Green passes to Christopher. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
I like how Hield meets the defense with energy inside, pushing his shot through the foul and getting it in the air.
For Indiana, Buddy Hield. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Heel.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
And here's Green outside. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got 12 points in just the second half.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Healed outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight. Outside, Green. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. It's Martin on the wing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Halliburton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Green.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Halliburton hits them both. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that
Shooting
journey
for Houston, Jalen Green at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Green.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Pass to Mathurin. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Rockets trail by 19. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup.
Jalen Green.
Green's got 40 points.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Here's Halliburton. He dishes it to Heel. That's tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Ball violation. Jump ball call.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. And there's the pass to Martin. Pass to Şengün. Kicks it to Green. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Pacers leading by 17. And here is Heel. 12. Here's Turner, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 19. Outside, Green. Green draws the double. Here's Smith. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Jalen Green.
Green's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. He kicks it to Heel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Heald's got 9 points in the quarter.
Excellent concentration by Hield, taking the contact and still getting the shot to fall.
Rockets trail by 19. Outside, Green. Green draws the double.
Matherin. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Indiana. Martin kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Here's Matherin. Cross contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Rockets trail by 19. Now Green. Smith outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 9th assist in the game now. Halliburton passes to Matherin. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And Matherin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Green. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Bucket is good. Green's got 42 in the game.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pacers leading by 16. Halliburton outside. Indiana moving the ball around. At the elbow, it's Turner. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Green. 3-pointer, Heel. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Martin dishes to Green. Green draws the double. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Here's Matherin. Pass to Halliburton. In the corner, it's Hield. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Matherin. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Matherin's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Green, the pass to Smith. It's stolen by Hield. And the pass to Halliburton. Back to Hield. Fires it up. That ball. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. 30 points for Buddy Hield.
A clever dish by Halliburton. Nice to see him continuing to sharpen those point guard instincts.
Green against Halliburton. Green passes to Şengün.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Martin against Hield. Inside, it's tipped. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mathurin. Wow, way off on that one. Rockets trail by 16. Here's Christopher. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Halliburton against Green. They double him with Green. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got 26.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here is Green, after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. There's a screen. Passes to Şengün. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pacers leading by 16. Halliburton with it. The dish to Hield. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. Now here's Green. With some arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Indiana.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Miles Turner.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
2 points, that one goes.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Green, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's a veteran move there by the young fella. Green gets the defense off balance, lifts the pump, draws the whistle. I like it.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Pacers. Wara checked in, and Chris Duarte's subbed in for Hield. And then for Houston, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Smith. Jay Shante comes in for Martin. And Washington subbed in for Josh Christopher. And both free throws good for Green. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hill passes to Turner. Pass to Mathurin. Driving the lane. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Mathurin's got 31.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Kaminsky, to the paint. Here's Şengün. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Halliburton.